Sportsbit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Boom! Welcome back to Sportsbit Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com. And as we do every single Monday, it's NFL review time. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. What the heck happened? And what does it mean from a betting perspective? Let's get rolling. NFL review. Good day for the chalk yesterday. The big chalk. I'm not talking about the -1s and the -2.5s. Favorites -6 or higher went 5-2 against the number. The big favorites cashed. The Pats, the Titans, the Jags, the Saints, the Rams, all covered. Only the Raiders and Chargers didn't cover as bigger chalk. Not a promising day for the struggling AFC West, a division we thought would be an elite division coming into the season, which has turned out to be anything but. It was 8-6 to the under on Sunday, and that included a tough beat for underbettors in the Packers Bucks. That game went to OT, and those extra 6 points in overtime sent the game over by a hook. Brutal beat. But still, unders cashed for the day. Mixed results for pros versus Joes. This is what we talked about on Friday's show. I like to recap every Monday and take a look. The pros for the year, still about, 57, 58%. They went 3-2, cashing with the 49ers, the Packers, and the Saints, losing with the Eagles and the Broncos. Well, the Eagles needs an asterisk because there was a lot of buyback on Seattle from the sharp money prior to kickoff, but on Friday, we hadn't seen that buyback yet. So it had been all Eagles money. The Joes, they continue to do all right. They cashed with the Packers. They cashed with the Rams, lost with the Chargers and the Raiders, the two AFC West teams. But still, over the last 6 weeks, the Joes at 17-6. They've been making money. All right, let's get right into it. Bad beat, bad bet, and bad for the books all in one game. Those are always fun to talk about. How about the Dolphins-Broncos? All right. Broncos were a bad bet. Ton of wise guy money, +1 to -1.5. That was wrong. Bad beat? Well, this total went over 41. It had no business going over 41. There were 2 safeties, 2 pick sixes, and the offense combined to average 4.8 yards per play. That's brutal. That's a brutal way to lose an underbet when you're so right that the defenses score as much as the offenses do in that contest. So, what is that? Well, you talk about a bad beat. That has to be a bad beat. We have a bad bet. We have a bad beat. What about bad for the books? Geez Louise, that total got steamed like crazy. Open 38, bet up to 41. There were 41.5s out there at kickoff. Yeah, no business cashing, but all that over money, that was bad for the books. Bad beat, bad bet, bad for the books, all in the same game. Dolphins and Broncos. Of course, we know about the bad beat everyone's talking about today. That's Derrick Henry's 75-yard touchdown run. Just trying to run out the clock. All he needed was a first down. They could have taken a knee. Instead, Henry, with a burst of speed, blew past the secondary into the end zone. And all of a sudden, the Tennessee Titans win by double digits in a game they had no business covering. They got there. Second time this year, we've seen Derrick Henry do that late in the ballgame. We got a cover against the Colts on Monday Night Football early in the season, and an overcash with that one as well on a Henry TD run when all they had to do was get a first down to take a knee. Adam Hill from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Eruption at the LV Superbook as Derrick Henry breaks off a 75-yarder in the final seconds to cover the point spread. Wow. Remember, that's a 3rd and 5 play with 57 seconds left at the snap. They stop him, no cover. They get a first down, no cover. 75-yard touchdown, oops. That's a tough beat if you had Houston plus the points. Bad for the books. There were a good handful of these yesterday as well. 49ers plus 5.5 at the open. They closed plus 2.5. That was so much San Fran money that went all the way through the number of 3, the key number of 3. And bettors flocking to Jimmy Garoppolo. Of course, they did give some of it back. The over went from 39.5 to 42.5, and that was wrong. But, John Fox with he's made his fair share of questionable decisions this season. All right. So the score's 14-12. Chicago has a decision. Do we let San Fran get the touchdown and have time to try to move the football, or Do we let them run out the clock and kick the game-winning field goal? Fox said, well, I'm going to let them work the clock and rely on Robbie Gould missing a chip shot and try to block him. His post-game comments were insane. Oh, yeah, we thought we had the block in, How many, that doesn't happen a lot, NFL block field goals, let's put it that way. And, of course, the irony, Robbie Gould, Rob Fazzola, our buddy up from Canada. There's no better way to cement the Bears' home loss than to do it with Robbie Gould kicking 5 field goals to win 15-14. Gould, of course, a longtime Bears mainstay who Chicago fans, most of them still like. But San Fran, a bad result for the books, no question. Bettors clock the books on that one. Another one, Vikings +3 down to +2 against the Falcons. Nothing but Minnesota money. Wise guy Minnesota, Jason McIntyre with a great tweet here. First, media all week. The Falcons offense is back. This Julio Jones had 250 receiving yards the previous week. Well, let's see. The first half versus the Vikings, they went 1 of 6 on third downs, got 170 total yards, 5.7 yards per play, and 2 field goals. The second half was worse for Atlanta offensively. Here's another tweet. Falcons led the NFL, covering 48.1% of third downs entering week 13 against Minnesota's defense. 1 of 10 on third down against the Vikings. Julio Jones talked about him. 12 catches, 253 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week. He also had a run for 15 yards. That Minnesota defense held him to 2 catches for 24 yards. Vikings now won 8 straight, and they certainly started to develop a bandwagon. Bad for the books in that one. Another bad result for the house, I'll tell you, the Jets. Beating Kansas City +5 down to +3.5. There was a little bit of Chiefs money right before kickoff that prevented it from being even worse for the bookmakers. But, this is a Chiefs team that was 5-0, wins at New England, looked like the best team in football, prime Super Bowl contenders. Now, they are the first team in 2017 to lose to both the Jets and the Giants. I'll tell you what, Josh McCown, and he's not going to win it. Of course he's not going to win it. Josh McCown's played like an MVP. He really has played like the MVP. When you think about how bad the Jets would be if their quarterback play was as bad as it was supposed to be coming into the season, hasn't been that way. Look at this tweet from Football Perspective. The best single-season passer ratings in Jets history. Chad Pennington, Vinny Testaverde, and then Josh McCown this year. That's something to be said considering the issues the Jets have had with their receiving core. Kansas City, however, had issues defensively on Sunday. Bad for the books with the Jets winning straight up. Another bad result for the books. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Packers taking a ton of money against the Bucs. The over taking a ton of money in that ballgame. Packers and over cash in overtime. Books did not enjoy that result, but they did get some back on this one. There were a handful of bad bets, as there always are on NFL Sundays. The Bills. The wise guys love the Bills. I shouldn't say that. The wise guys hate the Patriots. And now here's New England. They've covered 6 in a row. They're sitting at 10-2. Again, the 15th straight season that they've won at least 10 games. The NFL record, 16 consecutive seasons. That would be the San Francisco 49ers from 1983 to 1998. The Pats on the verge, 1 year away from tying that mark. And I love this tweet from Fox Sports Radio, replying to Mark T. Willard, talking about an interview on air where they were talking with Rob Ryan, the former Buffalo Bills defense coordinator. Of course, his brother was the head coach. Rob, I'm sure you're shedding a tear as the Patriots paste another one on the Bills to go up 23-3. Rob, I want to see more. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Way to hold a grudge, Rob Ryan. The Patriots get the win and the cover and the wise guy money on the Bills all wrong. Bad bet. Chargers and Browns over the total, 42 up to 45 in a lot of spots. Josh Gordon was a difference maker for Cleveland offensively. Chargers were flat, settled for field goals. The game never sniffed an over. Bet up to 45, finished 19-10. And one more bad bet. Got to talk about the Raiders, those Oakland Raiders who looked just awful. Luckily, they were playing the Giants with Geno Smith. Raiders bet up -7.5 to -10. They got the win. They won by a touchdown. Second straight win for Oakland. They got momentum now. Dieter Kirkenbach, good reporter from the Bay Area. I sit right next to the Giants coaches box. I can hear everything they say. Even they're surprised at how easy it is to move the ball on this Raiders defense. Geno Smith, it wasn't a fantastic Giants debut, but he got the money for anyone that bet the G-Men. Giants plus the points, the right side in that one, and Raiders -7.5 up to -10. That was a bad bet. When we come back, big game breakdown. You know what we got on Monday? It's Monday Night Football. Steelers, Bengals, right here on Sportsbet. Betting insight today from SBRpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.